Thanks for staying with us here on the Joy News channel. Now on your screens now, live pictures from Parliament. We know that the President is set to address the nation. It will be his first State of the Nation address since he assumed office. We know that his message is mostly likely to be woven around the NDC's Resetting Ghana agenda. And we know that is built around three main themes when it comes to job creation, accountability, prosperity. And so we're looking forward to that. We've been engaging some individuals this morning, just sharing the expectations of the President. We know that he would also be highlighting the kind of economy his predecessor left behind for him. And we'll also be looking at his plans on how he plans to turn the fortunes of the economy around. And so we're live in Parliament. Those are live visuals. We could see members of Parliament seated as we expect the President to deliver his first State of the Nation address. But you can share your thoughts with us on all our social media platforms or Joy News on TV. Tell us what your expectations are of the President as he's about to deliver his first ever State of the Nation address. We know that this is in conformity with the 1992 Constitution, Article 67 to be precise. And so we're looking forward to some of the key things he would be saying. We can see members of Parliament seated as we look forward to hearing the President. So let's go live. So watching live visuals there from Parliament as President John Dramani Mahama is set to deliver his maiden State of the Nation address. We know that that is in conformity with Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution. It gives the President the mandate to brief the nation on the affairs of the country. And we're looking forward to some of the key things he'll be saying today. We know that this will be the first time the president will be giving us an official statement letting us know the exact state of the nation he inherited from previous administration. We're also looking forward to some of the key policy proposals he would be implementing to ensure that he deals with some of the challenges he has identified. We know his message ought to be woven around his building and resetting Ghana agenda, which is one of the key mantras of the NDC. We could see the NPP side of the House dressed in black, while the NDC side of the House dressed in white. What does that mean? We'll be getting into that shortly. Benjamin Akapo joins me in the studios. We're just looking forward to the President's first State of the Nation address. On your screens now, we could see some members of Parliament. I can see Tim Fojo, former Deputy Education Minister, as well as Kojo Nkrumah, former Information Minister, the Speaker coming in. I could see the leaders of the House, the Minority Leader and the Majority Leader as well walking in. We could see the Vice President walking in as well as we look forward to a packed day. The man at the helm of the affairs of the country himself walking in, President John Dramani Mahama, about to take his seat. And we're looking forward to that, Benjamin.
We are interesting times, and if you look at the coloring, doom and gloom by the black and victory and positivity with the white, I do not know.
Alban Bagbin doesn't seem to disappoint us each time.
Well, he's done traditional.
You know, what does it even mean? What he's wearing? I can see a lot of patterns in there.
Well, it's one of those colorful kente, pretty expensive actually. And then he tends to blend them. If you look at the bead necklace he has around his neck, sometimes representing the Volta region, sometimes representing the northern belt of the country, but it does look colorful. And at this point in time, there is the national anthem being played.
Let's cross over.
Honorable members, the House is extremely privileged to have the presence of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces in this August chamber. His Excellency the President is here in accordance with Article 67 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana to deliver a message on the state of the nation to this honorable House. On behalf of leadership and honorable members, it is my privilege and singular honor to welcome His Excellency the President of the Republic to this August House. Honorable members, before I invite His Excellency the President to deliver a message on the state of the nation, I shall recognize the presence in this chamber of the following distinguished personalities. Honorable members, we have to prepare for all eventualities. We have the following distinguished dignitaries with us. Definitely, after welcoming His Excellency the President, he is not here alone. He's present here with his spouse, by the name Her Excellency Lordina Mahama. We have the Vice President, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. We have the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Gertrude Tokonu. We also have the spouse of the Chief Justice, Mr. Francis Tokonu. And definitely the spouse of the Speaker, Madame Linda Ofosua Obo. We have the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra. And we have a number of our Lordship, the Justices of the Superior Court of Judicature with us here. We also have the Chairman of the Council of State, our former Speaker, Right Honorable Eduardo Ajaho. And we have the former President, always present, His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor. Members, order. Honorable members, please, we are recognizing those present. Honorable members, we also have the former First Lady, the evergreen, ever-present, Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings. We have with us the National Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Johnson Asiedu Inketia. We also have the National Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. Stephen Ayensu Intim. We have the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Fivi Viavi Kwete. And we have the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. Justin Frimpong Kodia. have, as usual, our Excellencies, the diplomatic corps of the various countries in Ghana. You can see, as usual, they have come in their numbers. We are extremely grateful for your presence. And we have the couples, the heads of the various security services with us. And we have our revered chiefs, queens, and queen mothers with us here. And the various heads of all the religious bodies we have in this country. We'll also have the former clerk to Parliament, Mr. Emmanuel Anyimedu, and the recently outgone former clerk to Parliament, Mr. Cyril Kwabena Oteng Insia. Honorable members, in the meantime, this is the list of the dignitaries that I have who are present here with us. May I now, on your behalf, and with the greatest pleasure, invite His Excellency the President to deliver his message. Your Excellency, you may do so now.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker, Your Excellency the Vice President, Your Excellency the spouse of the President, Your Ladyship the Chief Justice, our Honorable Members of Parliament, Honorable Members of the Judiciary, distinguished leaders of our security services, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, our revered Nime Name, chiefs, traditional rulers, religious leaders, the national chairmen of political parties and executives, the good people of Ghana, I wish you a very good morning. Mr. Speaker, Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution requires that the President address the people of Ghana in whom sovereignty resides on the state of the nation. About 30 years ago, in 1996, I took my first steps in public service when I was elected to this august house as a member of Parliament for the Bole Bamboy constituency. For 12 memorable years, I forged many enduring friendships and alliances while working with colleagues from both sides of the House to shape Ghana's legislative agenda and advance the development of our beloved country, Ghana. It has also been nearly a decade since I said goodbye to this House after delivering what many, including myself, thought at the time would be my final address to Parliament. God Almighty, Providence, and the unpredictability of life have summoned me here once again. On the back of a historic electoral mandate from the people of Ghana to deliver a message on the state of the nation. That mandate came with an unprecedented majority in Parliament. And here I am once again to deliver a message on the state of the nation. Mr. Speaker, I wish to convey my heartfelt gratitude to Parliament for the prompt vetting and approval of my nominees for ministerial positions. This efficiency is unmatched in the history of the Fourth Republic, demonstrating the strides we can make when we come together in our dedication to serve the people of our great country. I believe that a similar dispatch will be applied to the approval process for my deputy ministerial nominees. This will enable them to promptly assume office and assist their ministers in delivering our noble vision of resetting our dear nation. In making the nominations and considering the numbers involved, I consider the long expressed sentiment of the Ghanaian people about the sheer size of previous administrations and their associated cost implications. I trust that this significant reduction to 60 ministers and deputy ministers, including regional ministers, will set the stage for further reductions in the size of future governments. With the inauguration of the Council of State, we can begin appointing the staff of the presidency. I intend to significantly reduce the number of staff compared to what existed under previous administrations. All this is aimed at leading by example in cutting down government expenditure and reducing the budget deficit. Let me begin, Mr. Speaker, by invoking the timeless words of the hymnist John Oatman Jr., who encourages us to count our blessings and name them one by one. Yes, we're a nation troubled on many fronts, but we also have many blessings, among which is a now firmly established democracy that, for all its imperfections, has enabled 4 peaceful transfers of power in our land. Nestled in a sub-region that is often plagued by strife and political instability, there's a good reason to take sober satisfaction that these successful, peaceful power transfers have become routine. Mr. Speaker, 50 days ago, I took the solemn oath to assume leadership of this country and serve with truth and humility. This was preceded a month earlier by a watershed election that promised to revive our nation's fortunes and give us a new lease of life. The election result gave us an important opportunity to change course and move off the slippery slopes our country had been descending that had caused so much economic pain, suffering, and grief to our people. In their collective wisdom and with resounding clarity, the Ghanaian people chose to chart a new path to reset the country's economy. And through their votes, they made it clear that they will henceforth demand the highest standards of governance from those they put in positions of leadership. The good people of Ghana elected me to office with a historic electoral margin of nearly 1.7 million votes. Separating me from my next opponent, giving Ghanaians the first female vice president, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. For the National Democratic Congress, NDC, that resounding victory is a selfless call to duty from a people who are tired of years of economic hardship and poor governance. That call therefore places an obligation on us and all who serve, including legislators from both sides of the House, to do our utmost with decency and humility to change the circumstances and the state of our country. Mr. Speaker, as I stated earlier, Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution requires that I give an account of the state of our nation to Parliament. I'm sad to report that the state of our nation is not good. Our economy is in crisis and our people are suffering unprecedented hardships. On March 11th, the Minister of Finance, on my behalf, will present the budget estimates for the financial year 2025 to this August House. These two events will allow us to present the real state of Ghana's economic crisis to the people. Mr. Speaker, it is not my style to lament and shift blame when confronted with challenges. Mr. Speaker, it's not my style to lament and shift blame when confronted with challenges. My approach is to accept challenges and work hard to resolve them. Indeed, this is precisely what the people of Ghana elected me to do. I have therefore not come here to lament on the state of our country, though there's much to lament about. I understand why I was elected with such high voter confidence, and that is to solve Ghana's problems. With your permission, Mr. Speaker, and within the constraints of time, I'll take the liberty to elaborate on how we intend to address the numerous challenges facing us as a nation. Yesterday, February 26, 2025, marks exactly 10 years since I stood in this chamber, at this very spot, to declare my determination to fix Dumso, a legacy problem of power shortages. And Mr. Speaker, I fixed it. Yes, I promised to fix it, and I did. And I wish to place firmly on record that from January 2016 until I handed over the administration of this country on January 7, 2017, there was no power rationing or load management in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, today, inspired by the Almighty God and propelled by the massive mandate given to me by the good people of Ghana, I am moved to make a similar purposeful and bold declaration that I, John Dramani Mahama, I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. That I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity.